Before I introduce Sterling Howell, I'd like to say a few words and share a few anecdotes to our intermittent yet very abundant relationship. I met Sterling Howell when I was a junior at Amy Biehl. We were introduced because he too was trying to balance traditional life at Hemes with his academic responsibilities in school. With 2 years more experience balancing the two worlds, I felt that it was my responsibility to provide support and mentorship, not just as a peer, but as a Navajo woman. My beginning at Amy Biehl as a sophomore reflected a time in my life when I began to acknowledge the complexities of my Diné identity. I began to realize that I walk in two opposing worlds, one that holds my lifeline that is connected to Diné Bik'ea, where I've learned the knowledge that teaches me of life. The other world my ancestors have had to assimilate, as this world and way of being was unwelcome. However, I'm not unique in this state of existence. After spending 2 years away from home and finding a new family in the Native community at Stanford, I realized that young Indigenous students collectively must navigate these two worlds. I've seen Sterling grow into his own identity, and in many ways, I see myself reflected in his journey. I respect his fearlessness and courageousness that emanates through his spirit. I hope within the next few years, Sterling, you will continue to interpret your place within these two worlds. Remember to never forfeit your identity to please anyone. Whenever you feel unclear or imbalanced, gather your strength from your teachings from your elders and remember to remain true to yourself. May I present Sterling Howell Waki.
What's up? So, I'm so glad I can't see your guys' eyes. So, good day, fellow graduates, friends, and family members. Today I would like to talk about us all because I can remember the first day of freshman year when we were talking with upperclassmen about the students who dropped out or moved schools because Amy Biehl was too challenging. That scared us at the time, and there were times when we thought that was a good idea. But we would not and did not let that happen. And look at us now. I mean, we all stayed for the challenge. I know we looked forward to the weekends and breaks, but stressed or exhausted by the work we had to do, and we persevered. Sometimes we struggled because we lacked motivation or had a bad case of senioritis, but we didn't give up. We did not want to let ourselves down, especially not senior year. I moved to New Mexico from Wyoming when I was 3 years old. As her first child, my mother was very protective of me. When she dropped me off for my first day of Head Start in Hemes, I asked my mom, "You're not going to stay with me?" She said, "No, son, I'm sorry, but this is your new school to help you prepare you for the big school." As she stood to the classroom door to leave, I ran after her. My teachers ran behind me trying to catch me. She stood at the door struggling over whether to take me with her or leave me at Head Start. She left, which was my first lesson in teaching me to rise to a challenge. Today I have mixed emotions. I'm happy because we are graduating, but sad because leaving you all after 4 years is heartbreaking. Knowing that some of us may not see each other again is hard. I have grown so much with you all, especially on trips to Valles Caldera, CSU Pueblo, and improv at the Box Theater. I know that our family and friends are feeling emotional because we are moving on with our lives as adults. I have been waiting to be independent on my own, but now I am asking myself, am I really ready? The truth is I am. We all are, because that is what Amy Biehl has done for us. Prepare us for the world. I am not saying it'll be easy peasy, but we will be better prepared and ready to handle the stress and anxiety of college work and jobs by structuring our daily lives, which is what our senior year has taught us. I am really going to miss all of the faculty and staff, but I know they will continue to be with us just as Miss Jackie and Miss Rachel from Head Start have been with me. I will also miss all of you, my classmates, and many of the projects we participated in, those that we enjoyed as well as those we didn't, whether they were fun or not. All of them helped us grow. From Social Action Carnival, to sophomore portfolios, to civics exhibitions, to humanities exhibitions, and to our senior research papers. I know there are students, myself included, who have lost loved ones and wish they were here to celebrate this milestone today. For all who are here and for all who cannot be here, when we walk across the stage to get our diplomas, we will carry the name our parents gave us proudly and say, "I did it." We may cry tears of joy, and that is totally fine. I know I will. We have earned the right to acknowledge ourselves for the accomplishments that we now celebrate. I want to say thank you to everyone, and I wish without all of us being there for one another, we would not be where we are now. Thank you.